Today, I'm also announcing $100 million in new U.S. funding for humanitarian assistance in both Gaza and the West Bank. This money will support more than 1 million displaced and conflict-affected Palestinians, including emergency needs in Gaza.
Joe Biden just announced $100 million of your taxpayer dollars going to the Gaza Strip. They say it's humanitarian assistance. We know Hamas is going to commandeer that money, and Hamas is going to use it to advance terrorism. I say no U.S. tax dollars to the Gaza Strip. We still have hostages being held by Hamas. There are American hostages being held by Hamas. How are you funding them when they're holding Americans as well as others hostage?
I've got to tell you about something that speaks to the core of our values as Americans. About a veteran-owned company on a mission to make a real difference in the lives of our military members. I'm talking about Pure Talk, and I absolutely love what they're doing. Listen, our veterans gave everything to protect our nation, and Pure Talk understands the sacrifice that they've made. They set an ambitious goal to eliminate $10 million in military debt by Veterans Day. But they cannot do it alone. They need your help. When you switch to Pure Talk's lightning fast 5G network, they'll donate a portion of every new order to this noble cause. You can make a real difference just by choosing superior cell phone service. And Pure Talk's plans start at just $20 a month, offering unlimited talk, text, more data, and a mobile hotspot. Just dial #250 and say keyword Brandon Tatum to make the switch. Let's show our unwavering support for our veterans. Dial #250 and say Brandon Tatum to switch to Pure Talk today. It's the right move, and it's the American way. Let me go with clip 5 and listen to this. And please don't wreck your car and get too mad. Listen to clip 5. Roll it.
I ask Israel that the global community demand that the International Red Cross be able to visit hostages. I just demanded that the United States fully supports.
What?
Today, I'm also announcing $100 million in new U.S. funding for humanitarian assistance in both Gaza and the West Bank. This money will support more than 1 million displaced and conflict-affected Palestinians, including emergency needs in Gaza. You are a Jewish state. You are a Jewish state, but you're also a democracy. Like the United States, you don't live by the rules of terrorists. You live by the rule of law. And when conflicts flare, you live by the law of wars. What sets us apart from the terrorists is we believe in the fundamental dignity of every human life. Israeli, Palestinian, Arab, Jew, Muslim, Christian, everyone.
Y'all, can I cuss real quick? Now, let me pray in the break. I'm going to pray during the break. Y'all hold the phone. But I just wanted y'all to hear that because you already heard the clip of Joe Biden. And Joe Biden is wanting to give $100 million to Palestinians. I mean, first of all, this is way too early to do it because the war ain't over. And you want to start giving money to the enemy. And like, I just don't understand. Like, these people don't like us. Even the average Palestinian that lives in that region, they don't like America. They don't like America. They don't like America. There's some probably Palestinians that do. There's Palestinians that live here. Of course you like America. You living in utopia compared to if you lived over there. But they don't like America. They don't like Jesus. They don't like nothing we stand for. Look at all these Muslim countries burning, setting the embassies on fire. They hate you. What are we doing? It's crazy because we support Israel to bomb them and then we on the hook paying for refugees. So we support Iran, or at least we giving money or freed up $6 billion for Iran to give Hamas to kill Israelis. We support Israelis to fight Hamas, and then we pay for their refugees. Like, y'all have no idea how just frustrated I am with these people. Like, they're evil, man. They're evil. This country should be operating on full cylinders. And what are we doing? Giving money to terrorists. It's our money. Biden didn't go into his bank account and it's the people's money. We didn't agree to that. $100 million. You know how many people you can feed with $100 million in America? $100 million. You know how many people you can feed? You know how many diabetics you can get insulin for free so they don't have to pay for it? $100 million worth of diabetic medicine. You know how many people in America you can help? I'm just throwing it out there. You know how many people can you help? But you want to go get that money over to somebody else that don't even share your values. That's not Jesus. That's not Jesus. That's not compassion. That's stupidity. Especially this early in the war. Now just imagine, you give money to Gaza, right? The refugees from Gaza, and then some of them are actually terrorists, and they go and commit a terrorist attack. And then also, who's managing the money in Gaza? They're led by Hamas. Who's managing the money? Hamas? Do you really think Palestinians don't want to see Israel become a parking lot? It's crazy to me. Biden also proposed that he wants to give $100 billion. I mean, I'm struggling just to talk through this radio. I want to snap and blow up and break my microphone and punch my TV screen and go outside and scream until my vocal cords pop out of my throat. They want to give $100 billion to Israel and Ukraine. Where are we getting this effing money from? We are in debt. We're in debt. We don't have money to be throwing at other people's wars. And they want, like Biden and them is glad that Israel's at war because it gives us an excuse to give Ukraine more money. This stuff has nothing to do with Ukraine. Why are we funding other people's wars? $100 billion, my man, you gotta be effing kidding me. We just filed our taxes just recently, and I owe a lot of money in taxes. And my tax money is going to go to y'all mother freaking people sending money to a country because you're doing dirt in there. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Everybody that voted for Joe Biden, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should go look in the mirror right now and be ashamed of yourself. I'm not going to tell you to slap yourself. I'm not going to tell you to slap yourself. But you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not going to tell you to ram your head into the glass window. You should just be ashamed of yourself for voting for an idiot because you're so deranged, because your feelings are so hurt about mean tweets that you vote for an incompetent idiot that is destroying America. We're going to go to war. I want you guys all to realize what's about to happen. We are going to war. These people are already posturing on us. They're already burning U.S. embassies. They already made the move that they didn't swung on the enemy. That's like a person coming into a fight with like 20 people and there's just one dude. And he walks up to the fight and he picked the biggest dude in the fight and he swing on him. It's on now. They know it's going to be on and it's on now. I want y'all to understand that. They knew when they paraglided into Israel that they threw a punch. They swung. It ain't no, you can't take it back. They've swung. They a Hail Mary. A haymaker. Maybe that's a better. They did a haymaker. And now we got to put their lights out. But because cowards like Biden want to be international law, now we got to put their lights out. Night time. Go to sleep. Find the virgins. Whatever's going to happen to you in the afterlife. That's what you deserve for having the audacity to go and kill innocent people, women and children. We should not negotiate. I feel bad for the people who were held hostage. I feel bad for the people who were held hostage. You may not make it out. You may not make it. because we can't negotiate with terrorists. We can't negotiate with hostages. Let's just go and kill everybody and try to get the hostages out while we killing everybody. Maybe that's a solution. But to try to say you get to kill all our people and try to kill us, but since you weren't successful, now let's talk about hostages. If they could have gotten these bombs to hit Israel, they would have killed everybody in Israel. They would have killed hundreds of thousands of people in Israel. Potentially millions of people would have been affected. If they could have done it, they'd have done it. They tried it. It's just Israel have this Iron Dome defense that they were able to stop it. But they were trying to kill everybody. And so since they tried to kill you, but they couldn't, and they killed a lot of your people, thousands of people, and since they weren't successful, now they want to negotiate. You can't negotiate now. That's like a dude slapping my wife. There ain't no talking no more. I can't talk to you. I gotta serve you. There ain't no, bro. If you wanted to be reasonable, you would have came to me as a man and said, Officer Tatum, let's talk, my brother. I got a problem. You slapped my wife. I gotta get you. On behalf of my legacy, bro, I gotta serve you. And then I need to serve you good enough that anybody ever think about putting their hands on my wife, they're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Hold the phone.